Most people grow up believing that taking a daily shower is just part of good hygiene. For decades, it's drilled into us. Wake up, brush your teeth, and take a bath or shower. It feels normal, healthy, and even refreshing. But what if I told you that for people over 60, this daily habit might actually be doing more harm than good? Meet Evelyn. She's 67 years old and has always been proud of keeping herself neat and clean. Every morning, like clockwork, she would step into a steaming hot shower. It was part of her routine, the way she started her day, gathered her thoughts, and felt ready to face the world. But over time, something unexpected started happening. Her skin began to change. It felt tight and dry. Then came the itching, constant and frustrating. No matter how much lotion she used, it never really helped. Eventually, her skin started cracking in places, and it even became painful. Evelyn thought it was just aging, something she'd have to live with. But during a visit to her dermatologist, she heard something that completely changed the way she saw her daily shower. Her doctor looked at her skin, asked her about her routine, and then gently said, "Evelyn, you're bathing too much." Evelyn was shocked. "Too much?" she asked. "How can that be bad?" That one question led her down a path that revealed something most people, especially seniors, don't know about hygiene after 60. As we age, our skin becomes thinner and more delicate. It produces less oil and retains less moisture. Daily hot showers, especially with harsh soaps, strip away the body's natural oils that protect and hydrate the skin. For younger people, the skin can bounce back quickly, but for seniors, this repeated stripping can cause dryness, irritation, and even increase the risk of skin infection. Evelyn had no idea that her well-meaning routine was working against her, and it turns out she's not alone. Most seniors continue with the same bathing habits they had in their 30s and 40s, not realizing their body's needs have completely changed. But once Evelyn learned this, she began to shift her approach to hygiene, and everything started to improve. She started showering only a few times a week instead of every day. She swapped her regular soap for a gentle, moisturizing cleanser. She avoided hot water and used lukewarm water instead. And she always followed up with a rich moisturizer right after stepping out of the shower, while her skin was still damp. The results? No more constant itching. Her skin looked healthier, and she felt more comfortable in her own body. This one small change led Evelyn to look deeper into how senior hygiene is misunderstood. From hair washing routines to how often we really need to scrub our entire body, she uncovered a list of surprising truths that most older adults have never been told. And the best part? These changes aren't difficult or expensive. They're simple but powerful. If you're over 60, or if you care for someone who is, what Evelyn discovered could make a big difference in daily comfort, skin health, and even long-term wellness. In the rest of this video, we're going to break down the 9 most common hygiene mistakes seniors make and what to do instead. So, stay with us, because what you're about to learn might completely change how you care for your body, and it all starts with letting go of habits you thought were helping you, just like Evelyn did. Number 1. Your skin after 60 is not the same. After the age of 60, your skin changes in ways that most people don't notice right away. It might still look okay on the outside, but deep inside, it starts losing some of the key things that keep it strong, soft, and healthy. One of the biggest changes is the loss of collagen. Collagen is what gives your skin its firmness and elasticity. As you age, your body produces less of it. The result? Skin that's thinner, more fragile, and slower to heal. It doesn't bounce back the way it used to. And that's just the beginning. You also start to lose the natural oils that your skin once made on its own. These oils used to keep your skin smooth and moisturized without you even thinking about it. But after 60, your oil production slows down a lot, leaving your skin dry and more prone to cracking. Another thing that gets weaker over time is your skin barrier. That's the outermost layer of skin, your body's natural defense system. When it's strong, it keeps moisture in and harmful stuff out. But after 60, that barrier becomes thinner and less effective. Now, here's where most people make a mistake. They keep treating their skin the same way they always have. That includes showering every day with the same soaps they used when they were younger, but what used to feel fresh and clean might now be doing more harm than good. You see, daily showers, especially with hot water and strong soaps, can strip away what little natural oil and moisture your skin has left. That tight, squeaky clean feeling you get after a hot shower, that's actually your skin crying out for help. Instead of helping, all that scrubbing and washing may actually be damaging your skin even more. Dryness, itching, irritation, and even small skin infections become much more common in older adults, and many don't realize their daily shower routine is partly to blame. You don't have to give up showers altogether, but you do need to be gentler. Lukewarm water is better than hot. Mild, fragrance-free cleansers are better than harsh soaps. And sometimes it's okay to skip a full body wash and just focus on the areas that really need it. Most importantly, moisturizing right after a shower is a must. While your skin is still damp, applying a rich, gentle moisturizer can help lock in hydration and support your skin's barrier. This one small habit can make a huge difference in how your skin looks and feels. So if you're over 60, it's time to rethink your shower habits. Your skin isn't what it used to be, and that's okay, but you can protect it by being a little more gentle, a little more thoughtful, and a lot more moisturized. Number 2. So how often should seniors really bathe? When it comes to hygiene, many people think you have to bathe or shower every single day. That's the routine most of us grew up with, right? Wake up, brush your teeth, take a shower, and repeat that cycle daily. But here's something surprising that experts now agree on. Especially when it comes to older adults, bathing every single day might not actually be necessary. In fact, it could even be harmful in some cases. So, how often should seniors really bathe? The answer might surprise you. Most health experts say that 2 to 3 times per week is actually ideal for the average senior. That's right, not every day. And no, it's not about being lazy or cutting corners. It's about doing what's best for aging skin and overall health. As we get older, our skin changes. It becomes thinner, drier, and more sensitive. Daily showers, especially with hot water and harsh soaps, can strip the skin of its natural oils. This can lead to itching, irritation, and even cracking, which opens the door to infections. So while a daily shower might feel refreshing, it's not always the best choice for older bodies. Instead, bathing 2 or 3 times a week allows the skin to maintain its natural barrier. This helps it stay hydrated and protects against bacteria and other harmful things in the environment. And guess what? You can still feel clean and fresh every day, even if you're not hopping into the shower every morning. On the days you're not doing a full bath or shower, a little spot cleaning can go a long way. This means gently washing the areas that tend to get sweaty or collect bacteria like your underarms, groin, and feet. You can use a soft washcloth, warm water, and a mild soap. It takes just a few minutes, and it keeps you feeling clean without over-drying your skin. This method is not only better for your skin, it's also easier and safer. Let's face it, bathing can be a risky task for seniors, especially those with mobility issues. Slippery bathtubs and showers can lead to dangerous falls. So cutting down on the number of full-body baths or showers actually helps reduce that risk. Less strain on the body, less chance of an accident. Of course, everyone's body and lifestyle are different. If a senior is particularly active or sweating more than usual, they might want to bathe more often, and that's totally okay. The key is to listen to your body and notice what it needs, instead of just following old habits out of routine. Another thing to keep in mind is the products you use. Mild, fragrance-free soaps and gentle moisturizers can make a huge difference for older skin. Harsh soaps are a big no-no, and hot water should be avoided too. Lukewarm water is much better. And after bathing, applying a good moisturizer helps seal in hydration. So, if you or a loved one is a senior and wondering how often to bathe, don't stress about doing it every day. 2 to 3 times per week is just fine, even healthier, according to the experts. And with a little daily spot cleaning, you can still stay fresh, clean, and comfortable without hurting your skin. It all comes down to balance. The goal is not to be overly clean, but to stay healthy, protect your skin, and make hygiene something that works with your body, not against it. So if you've been feeling guilty about not bathing every day, let that go. You're probably doing the right thing without even knowing it. And now you can feel confident knowing your routine is backed by science. Number 3, too much bathing raises fall risk. As we get older, our bodies naturally go through changes. We may not be as quick on our feet as we used to be. Our balance might not be the same, and our muscles and joints can lose strength. That's completely normal. But it also means we have to be a little more careful in our daily routines, even with something as simple as taking a bath or a shower. Now, let's talk about something that might surprise you. Bathing too often, especially full showers or baths, can actually raise the risk of falling for older adults. It sounds strange at first, right? But when we really think about it, it makes a lot of sense. Bathrooms are one of the most common places where accidents happen, and most of those involve slips and falls. Wet floors, slippery tiles, soap, and even just the water itself can all become hazards in a moment. Add a bathtub or shower stall into the mix, and it becomes even riskier. When the floor is wet and your footing isn't secure, the chances of slipping increase dramatically, especially if you're already dealing with limited balance or mobility. And that's not all. Hot water, especially in a long bath or shower, can make you feel lightheaded or dizzy. That drop in blood pressure from the heat might make you feel faint, and that's extremely dangerous when you're standing in a slippery place. 1 second of dizziness in a bathroom can turn into a very serious injury. Many people don't think twice about these risks, but they are very real. Falls in older age can be life-changing. A single fall can lead to a broken bone, a head injury, or a long hospital stay. And sadly, for many seniors, a fall can even mark the beginning of a long recovery or a loss of independence. That's why we're not saying you shouldn't stay clean. Of course, hygiene is important. But we do want to encourage smarter, safer ways to bathe, and maybe not every single day if it's not needed. You can use sponge baths, no-rinse cleansing cloths, or simply freshen up with a washcloth in between full showers. By limiting full-body showers to just a few times a week unless truly needed, you're reducing the number of times you're exposed to that full risk. Fewer chances of slipping, fewer chances of getting dizzy, fewer chances of something going wrong when you're alone in the bathroom. It's also worth mentioning that our skin gets drier with age. Bathing too often can actually strip away natural oils, making your skin more dry, itchy, and even more prone to cracking or irritation. So fewer full showers not only reduce fall risk, they're also gentler on your skin. If you or someone you care about is older, take a moment to think about how often they're getting in and out of the bath or shower. Are there grab bars installed? Is the floor slippery? Do they feel tired or dizzy after hot water? These little things matter more than we realize. So next time you think about bathing every day out of habit, consider this. Skipping just a few full showers a week and replacing them with safer, quicker alternatives could make a big difference in safety, comfort, and well-being. It's not about doing less, it's about doing it smarter. Because when it comes to health and safety, every small choice matters. Number 4. But what about body odor? As we get older, many things about our bodies begin to change, and one of those changes actually surprises a lot of people. Body odor. You might think that as we age, body odor would get worse, but it's actually the opposite for many seniors. That's because the oil and sweat glands in our skin start to shrink and slow down as we age. They don't produce as much sweat or natural oils as they used to when we were younger. This means there's usually less sweat on the skin, which is what bacteria feed on to create that classic body odor smell. So, for many older adults, body odor isn't as strong or noticeable as it used to be. That doesn't mean hygiene isn't important. It still very much is. But the way we approach it can and should be a bit different. Now here's something important. Daily full body scrubbing like we might have done in our younger years isn't always necessary anymore. In fact, it can actually harm the skin, especially for seniors. The skin becomes thinner and more delicate with age, and too much scrubbing can dry it out or even cause tiny tears or irritation. That's why gentler hygiene habits are not only okay, but actually better. One smart habit is to focus on keeping certain areas clean, what we sometimes call sponge bathing or targeted cleaning. These include under the arms, around the groin, under skin folds, and the feet. These areas are where sweat and bacteria tend to build up the most. Giving these spots a quick, gentle clean every day with a warm, damp cloth can go a long way in keeping you feeling fresh and preventing odor. Another simple but powerful tip: change your clothes regularly, especially undergarments and anything that touches sweat-prone areas. Clean clothes are just as important as a clean body when it comes to staying odor-free. It's easy to forget that fabric holds onto odors too. When it comes to deodorant, it's absolutely okay to use one, just choose a gentle one that won't irritate sensitive skin. There are many deodorants today made especially for sensitive or aging skin that are free from alcohol, fragrance, and other harsh ingredients. You don't need the heavy-duty stuff anymore. In fact, your skin will thank you for keeping things simple. Also, don't fall for the myth that if you don't shower every day, you're being unclean. For older adults, skipping a full shower for a day or two is often totally fine, and in many cases, even better for your skin. As long as you're regularly keeping key areas clean and changing clothes, your hygiene is more than covered. Some people might worry that not showering every day will lead to odor, but remember, with fewer active sweat glands, there's just not as much going on that creates strong body odor in the first place. And with a few small habits, it's easy to stay fresh without harsh scrubbing or daily showers. The key is to listen to your body. If you're feeling clean and your skin isn't irritated, you're probably doing everything just right. And if you do notice any sudden or unusual body odor changes, it could be a sign of something medical. In that case, don't hesitate to talk to your doctor. So yes, body odor changes as we age, often for the better. And with just a few gentle habits, you can stay clean, comfortable, and confident every day.